Hi, it's Christina with My24Plan.com, and today I'm going to do a planner flip through for June 2019. As you can see, I have moved back into a happy planner. I don't even know if I should even say that because it's not really, right? Because I don't use a lot of the inserts that come with the happy planner. So really it's like a disc-bound planner. That's what it is. I do have happy planner components to this. So I thought this would be a fun flip through to show you how I'm using the happy planner and ways that you can customize yours to make it more of a planner and not have to be, store-bought right out of the box trying to make it work for you, because that's not practical in most cases. Okay, so I will put some notes in the description box below. I'm not going to say where I got every single thing. But I will say that I really liked the Happy Planner notes, disc-bound notes that they came out with. Those are really cool. And that's where this cover is from. And I thought this was just so awesome. And I love the colors. I love that it's colors and black and white on the inside of it. And I just think it's really cool. So I'm going to get started with my flip through here. A lot of these pockets are just the clear adhesive pockets, vellum that I adhered to it, and some little note cards. These are Target dividers, and I just cut them down and punched them. Post-it brand notes, and this is my note section. And so I just scribble notes right here. And this is from just a piece of paper that I had used previously, and I really liked how I created this, so I added that in here. And then I have some more note pages here. And then I have a brain dump section. This section for me is planning anything that needs to be planned out. So I have next actions in here. I have my phase 1 project that I'm working on. I have my video plans. I have my goals. I have my routines. Anything that involves needing planning goes behind my brain dump section, because usually when I brain dump, I'm going to just flip through here. Usually when I brain dump, that's what happens. It's something that I need to plan. And so I've used various tabs, just various things. Now here, let me show you this, if I can get a hold of the page again. This is my personal secret Pinterest board that is broken down into these sections. Well, why do you have that behind the brain dump section? Well, the answer is I need to schedule time throughout. I usually try to do it every week. Sometimes it doesn't happen. To kind of go through these boards. Again, Pinterest is fantastic, but if you never refer back to the things that you pin, I think it's silly. You see what I mean? And so I've posted a lot of great content behind these sections, and I need to go back and review them. And the reason why I pinned them is because I didn't have time at the moment to read it or take notes or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times I pin things at night from my bed, and then I will, read them when I schedule time for doing that. So this gives me a list of the different areas of content that I need to look at. Some more pages of dot grid. This came in a 3-pack, and I do have all 3 of them in here. This is the Formula 1 racing, because my husband and I watch that. Some stores and their hours. And I have a yearly view here, kind of a tracker, if you will. And I haven't gotten all of my information transferred over, so it doesn't have anything on it. It's coming. Okay, so then I used probably an expander pack, or whatever you call them. I don't know terminology sometimes, but for the calendars. So usually I have 3 months view in my planner. But since there's June and then 3 months, and I'm kind of switching over, I thought I would go ahead and just put June in there as well. So I do have June, July, August, September, and I've just got those labeled. And then I put scrapbook paper on the back to cover up the weekly that started right here. And I did that for all of the months. So I'll just flip through there. Okay. And then we come to the dailies. And this is currently the daily that I'm using. These are all labeled for the month of June. And I used only one page for Saturday and Sunday. So they're going to share a page. Because a lot of times I might have more stuff planned on those days. But for some reason, I tend to not write as much. Or it's kind of like different kinds of writing. It's more note-taking. So these have the brain dump areas on the back of them. And so I've been using that space. And then I have my little today marker that I got. And I just punched it as well to fit in here. So all these pages are labeled. I do have, I've only planned out for this current week. So I could start using the planner, and I just don't have to flip through all of those, do I? Good grief. Okay, so then this is my 24 plan right here. And here's another one of the things. And this was the second one, by the way, in that same pack. And this is the third one. So I put some tabs up here for YouTube content and blogging. And then I also, and it's just line paper, grid paper, dot grid. And then Patreon. And I'm going to mention that here at the end to give you guys some more information about that. And then Michael's, because I'm going to be teaching some planning classes at our local Michael's stores. And then family. So pretty. The dividers are so pretty. For some reason, I feel like I'm not on the track. There we go. It's kind of full. And then I just used different colors. Pink for Tony, purple for Alex, green for Money, and blue for Dave. And I just haven't had a chance to get those labeled yet, but I'm working on it. And then I adhered a pen loop and use the back cover that corresponds with the front. So that's my quick flip through. If you have any specific questions of where I got something, and if I don't mention it in the description box, then put it in the comments, okay? Just in case. So very quickly, I started a Patreon page. Mostly, in simplest terms, what it is a place for creative people to be supported by their creativity. And so there are different tiers, and it's in English, it's a monthly subscription. And you get certain things for each tier, and all of that is based upon what the creator has decided. And so I will have that link down below in the description box so you can go and check that out. I just started my page, and so I don't have any content to there, or I may have by the time this goes out, possibly. But it's just another way to have access to me. That's the reason why I created it, is because I wanted to be able to develop some smaller group settings that I could do live videos with, that I could have, and you'll see this stuff on my tier descriptions, where I can have Q&A sessions, where I can have accountability groups, where I can have planning out projects, planning out goals, that type of thing in a smaller, more intimate setting where it's not, right now it's like hundreds of people trying to look at the videos and me trying to respond and having all these things going on. And I just thought I could kind of separate them out, and then we would have different groups for all of you. So whatever you're interested in, you can join that tier and have that support and those options. So go and check that out, see what you think. Again, please feel free to email me. And if you have any questions or comments, concerns, anything, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. And I hope, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to show you that I did switch out of my rings, but also that's going to be actually one of the classes that I'm going to teach at Michael's later, is customizing these, because they don't have to be how you buy them. I think that you should try your best to get the use out of what comes with it. And 99% of the time, it is cheaper to just buy the whole thing. Like I bought the notes, this one, the notes journal, whatever they're calling it, the notes discbound journal, because it was cheaper, because I got covers and I got paper for cheaper than I could buy them separately. You see what I mean? So it's just better to do that. Now I will probably never, well, I say never. Maybe my daughter, my 4-year-old, might get use out of those mini rings, but mini rings are not going to be in my life. I cannot fit on mini rings. I do have, I'm cracking my own self up. I do have some expander discs that I bought as well, which may end up happening because this is kind of getting full already. But I also want to show you guys that you don't have to use, let's see if I can grab something real quick, like, you don't have to use, oh geez, you don't have to use full-size things in here. I got it, I just gotta get a hold of it now. Okay, so you can punch notepads. This is a junior legal pad. These kind of pads, you know, that you get at Target, that I know you've got these things lying around, right? You could totally punch these like I did and put them in here, especially in the front for notes. Or maybe even in between your weeklies for extra notes if you need to. If you're, you know, planning ahead, or say you don't use dailies for whatever reason, you could use those pages instead, in addition to your weeklies. I use them a lot just in project planning as well. So there's a lot of uses for a lot of things that you wouldn't think of maybe initially to put in your happy planner. So I just wanted to throw that in there as well. But that's all I have for now. I also posted on Instagram, one last thing, that I'm going to do a YouTube live Sunday, June 9th. At 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I posted to Instagram if you had any questions. A portion of that video is going to be a Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, I would love to take a minute to answer those. And also just feel free, it's probably just going to be a hangout. I haven't really planned out a whole lot for it. At this time, but it's just going to be a kind of a hangout, how I'm liking my happy planner after using it for a couple weeks. And yeah, so leave those questions for me. You can leave them here too, and I will be sure to get to those. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.